Hello, welcome back to the tier list part 4. Quite a few parts. Maybe it's part 5. I don't know. Anyway, the title says what part it is. Let's get into this and go through some more sets and rate them on the tier list. So we have the list here. S tier is exceptionally great, just above and beyond. A is really good set. B is, it's about middle of the road, but still very, very decent, very nice. C is like, okay, I kind of see it, but... And then D is, I think you need to go back to the drawing board and, you know, get some different items and rework your look there. That's what D is. So that's the rating for that. Let's find a set and go through it. We still have a bunch of replies on that tweet. Thanks for all the support on these videos. We'll see if this one can get 150 likes as well. That would be amazing. So first set, we have a green and white. I really love the color scheme and look of this, to be honest. I love that the arrows, I think, do the arrows match with the bow? I like how the arrows are like, I don't know, made out of light or whatever. They match the bow really well. Even though I don't think they're part of the same set, because it's like, maybe they are. I don't think they are. That's a really good match. It's a very good set. So S tier for that one. Really like that one. Very clean fit. Good job with that one. Next one. This one, Nation set. All right. Okay, so this is very nitpicky, I guess, but the red on the shoulder of this armor and like all the red on the armor, I'm not really seeing it matching with the sword. I think it's too different. Like, I'm okay if it's a little off, the shade's a little off, right? But I think this is a little bit too different. The sword color, the gray on the sword does match well with the gray on the armor, but I'm not seeing the reds matching up. Also, you have a different red on the top of the outfit as well with the horns. So you have like 3 different shades of red, and I'm not seeing, to me, they're not really going together as well as they probably should. Maybe a 4th shade of red as well if you include the ground rune, but still a decent set. Even saying that, I still think this is a mid A tier set, probably somewhere around there. So yeah, good one, but I think it would be closer up to S tier if the colors were matching a bit better. Gonna move the cam for the next few just because the image kind of like goes. Yeah, anyway, so this one looking nice. I like this. Armor's great. You don't see this armor too often. The hands are a little but they do fit the look, right? So with the whole like demon eyes and the horns and everything, so that fits pretty well. Color's not too off on the horns, and the color on the tail matches very well as well. The tails looks a little like big for the armor. I don't know why, I just think that, but otherwise great stuff. This outfit to me is another solid A tier. Kind of maybe on the lower side of A, but still an A. Hey, that's pretty nice. So I like that you have a whole white scythe in your mouth. That would be very uncomfortable, I imagine. The cat matching your outfit's a cute touch as well. I do appreciate that, and seeing the eyes and everything. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Everything's kind of matching up, but it's not really my taste, this thing, to be honest. But low A tier on that one, like very low, almost in the B if I'm being completely honest with you. Almost B, almost high B, but I still think it's decent. Next set, this one, very nice actually. So the wings have a color match to the armor. Especially if you look at the bottom of the wings, that's really cool. I don't know if these come together or not, but still, the whole raven thing. I don't really like the look of this raven pet, but there's probably not a lot of raven pets in the game to choose from, so I do sympathize with that. Horns are really cool on the hairstyle as well. Weapon blends in very well. The green on the weapons maybe a little off because you have red and orange eye elements and blue on your character, so the green's a little bit off, but it's not off-putting too much. It does still kind of fit in pretty well with the set. So dropping this into the low S tier. That's a great set. I love all the elements of it. You don't see a lot of those items ever. I didn't even know these wings existed in the game, so good stuff. I saw a comment on one of the previous tier list videos that there weren't a lot of good sets in the video. This one definitely has a lot of good ones, so Nice to see that happening. Next one is this guy. The hat matching the armor is nice. I like that. You got your whole bag of weapons like you're a witcher or something there on the back. The bow as well. Bow's a little brighter than the rest of the set, which kind of throws me off, especially when you got like the pitch black fox with you there as well, or whatever that is. I think it looks like a fox to me. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad of a set. This one going into the higher A tier selection. Very nice set there. I think if it had maybe a hint of some sort of color, just a hint, you know, I think I would push it a bit higher, but nice set nonetheless. This actually cheating. Let's be honest. This is an actual cheater here as well, because this is a personal armor that they commissioned, I'm pretty sure. Lucky bastard, before they started banning people from commissioning because some people complained about it. I don't know, some of the best armors we had in AQ Worlds around this time period when this armor released were commissioned armors, and then they stopped doing those, and there was a lot of good ones that didn't make it in. Sad about that. Happy this one got in the game though. Congratulations on that. Great set. Now let's not talk about how wonky this revolver with a very long barrel looks, because it does look wonky. It looks like you could hold the bottom of the barrel and use it as an axe. Anyway, the actual armor, cape, helmet, ground rune all works very well together. Very good set. This one is easily up in the S ranks. I'm not really organizing S too much. Like if it's S, it's S, right? Like, don't really need to clarify that, but yeah, it's definitely a good one. Something about this one leads me to believe, through deduction, this person is from Mexico. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, nice little farming outfit here. Got the old outfit. He pulled that out for this, the Alpha Pirate, with his lever action 1887, all blinged out, and the sombrero. It's pretty nice set actually. I do like this one. He's even hanging out with some chickens. That's pretty cool. A tier set in my opinion, and it's probably the highest an Alpha Pirate's gonna go in any of these tier lists, but he pulled it off, so congratulations. This guy might not have watched my armor tier list video. I am not a fan. Yeah, just in general, I don't think a lot of the like boosted items in AQ Worlds look great, like the actual cosmetics of them. I get why people wear them, but this guy's trying to pull it off, and he's doing an alright job, if I'm being completely honest. Like, this is actually a pretty cool outfit. All things said, like this, I like the rings with the spears, so them look cool, and then you got the cape to kind of match with that, and that matches the gold on the armor. The hair matches pretty well with the outfit as well, which isn't really necessary, but kind of does add to it, if I'm being honest. So it's not a bad set. Not a big fan of that armor though. This set gets a low A tier from me, somewhere around there. Okay, this set. So you got the fox here, so blacked out. Not a huge fan of that. I think if you took the color shade and you put a little bit up so you can see the detail in it, it'd look nice, even if you're going for a full black outfit. I can show you do that right now. So if you want something to be really black in AQ, but still retain its detail, go to the full black, and then click there. Click on the little dot in the top corner of the color box, and then just drag this up slightly on that bar. Click OK, and you can see it there. And then you can make it a little bit brighter, maybe like that. Bang. There you go. Or what's probably easier is taking this one, kind of grayish one, and then just dragging that one down slightly. That's usually what I'll do. And then bang. Do that instead of making it pitch black and like full black. Like, avoid using this one, and you'll be much better off. Although this person might have done it on purpose to match it with their weapon, but since the armor and tail are still retaining detail and not pitch black, I'm not seeing the vision here, if I'm being honest. This one is a C tier in my opinion. This guy submitted 2 different outfits, so I'm gonna go with the one on the left, like I usually do. That's probably the one they like more subconsciously, because they anyway. So this one, it's all right. The hood, it's kind of classic hood. It's nice. The sword and armor combo is great. They work very well together. I think this actually would look better with a different hood. I'm not really seeing the. I mean, I guess it kind of works. The hood with a alpha or with a naval kind of works, right? But I don't know. I think a better hood could be used for this. But I kind of get the vibe with the cape as well. Matching does match. It's okay. It's okay. A very low A from that one. It is a decent looking set, but low A. Maybe even B, but I think I'll keep it in A. Just got a feeling. But he's missing our jaw. Yeah, I lost something, man. So yeah, this is like a Halloween themed outfit, and it does a pretty good job with that. I've never seen this weapon being used ever before, and I'm just gonna discount the pet to say it's not equipped, because I don't know why they have that equipped, but or why they're even showing that. I don't think it really adds at all. Probably detracts. Cape's kind of cool, although I'm not really getting the whole tentacle vibe with the rest of the outfit. I think something could be better, and I think, if you want my advice, I think this set would look better with a cane, maybe with a skull on it, to match your lack of skull. The missing part of your skull. Maybe a cane? Thoughts? I think that would work better than this weapon, because your character does not look like a fighter, if I'm being honest. And this kind of looks like a fighter weapon. So that'd be my advice, and maybe swap out the cape. I think this one is a B tier set, probably middle of B. It's not too bad. It could definitely be A with a few adjustments, I think. Okay, next up, we have a very warm looking outfit. I don't know, it's like an autumn outfit. Very nice. So yeah, this is a cool armor. You don't really see people using it, but this released, I think, last year. It's pretty decent. Hair goes perfect with it. Really well done with that. Those two like work very well. Very believable. I'm not too sure what the stick is for, or what that is. I'm not. Is that the fan that opens when you click on it? I forget. Ground rune works really well. If you treat that like it's part of the map they're standing in, I guess. And then the pet's just there by accident, I imagine. So yeah, it's a pretty decent set. Lots of good sets today. Comment down below what your favorite one is out of these. You think I rated anyone wrong? Let me know. I love reading the comments. So this one is definitely like a mid A tier in my opinion. So I think it's a very solid set. Definitely something I would probably wear as well. It looks really nice. Okay, this one. So this is the free bank pet you could get, by the way, at one point. A long time ago on a PTR server that they put up for no reason. There was a lot of exploits on the PTR server. That's fun. Anyway, the actual set. I don't think the cape is matching with your armor, helmet, or weapons. I don't think your helmet kind of works with the armor. Kind of. The weapons, not really working with anything else. I think with these weapons, the SOD, now a lot of people have these equipped just for stats. But if you actually want to match them with a set, I feel like they only really work with like heavier metal sets, or you need at least something that's the same like reddish burgundy color, right? This really isn't pulling it off with the colors. You can color match in game. I'm not going to show you how to do that. It's in the color. There's a color tool in game. You can use the color match, and you could probably color match just a lot better. I still would use a different armor with this, and for that reason, I'm going to give this one a D tier there. Oh, excuse me. I just think that the parts aren't working. Back to the drawing board. Take a base, work off that base, create the set. I don't think that was done here. Okay. What is this weapon part of the? Is that part of the armor set? I've never seen this axe before. That's really nice. So, yeah, wings look okay for this. I think you could have better wings for the set, if I'm being honest. They kind of overlap with the cape that's attached to the armor. Or wait, is the cape part of the wings? I don't know. The wings and the cape, a little too much, in my opinion. Although the armor is quite a bit by itself, so I guess they're just adding more on it. I think the helmet use on the armor is good. This is easily an A tier set, probably upper A. The cape thing I said is kind of a nitpicky thing, but that's definitely a part of what's keeping it out of the S tier for me. Another naval, this time a chaos one. I mean, this basically isn't even a, I mean, the boot makes it a naval, I guess, but it kind of just looks like a chaos armor, let's be real. I mean, on the AQ, cool sword to match with it. I do like that. I think the sword armor combo, it's not perfect. The sword armor combo on this one is a little off, but you know, you can't do much. The fully blacked out hair, I think it'd actually be better if you did, instead of black, a dark purple, kind of the shade of your armor, maybe. That look nice. Maybe try it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. Cape's okay. I think that's a cape. I think it's like one of the animated capes. It looks like a purple blob on the image, but that's probably why some people submit GIFs, to be honest. But I get it. I get it. Probably looks cool. And you got the Graveland bank buddy there as well. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Giving this a very high B tier. I think the hairstyle is a little off. The sword is not completely matching, but I realize I'm being very particular on that one, but I don't know. I think there are chaos stuff that you could match within the game. I don't think it's a lack of items being available there. Cape, well, in this particular image, could be better. Cool use of a new item on this one, and dude, that cloak is sick, or the back, whatever you want to call this thing, the like wingspan. I don't know even what to call this thing on behind them, but that looks really cool. It doesn't really match, if I'm going to be completely honest. It doesn't really match the armor at all. Kind of with the colors, I guess, but the main color being black and then the main color being white, I'm not really seeing it. Kind of matches. It matches the sword pretty well. I think if you had a different color armor, this would be a lot better. I still think it's a pretty decent set though. This one will also be a high B tier. Not exactly sure where high, but just, you know, latter half of B tier there. Hey, look at this guy. That's pretty cool. I like this helmet with got the wolf on it. Like you're gonna call me a degenerate and I belong on a cross or something, but it's all right. The weapon armor combo is great. That might be a pre-made thing. It looks so good that it probably is, but it still works here. The cape looks great on this. Helmet matches very, very well, and I don't think it's pre-made at all, so absolute banger set. S tier for you on that one. Very nice. The thing about pre-mades, I think if you're using like one pre-made item with your outfit, it's fine. If the whole thing is a pre-made, that's like, why are you even submitting at that point, right? Like you're basically just submitting the artist's art at that point. You didn't put any of your own input into it. But if you're using a group of 2 items that are pre-made, I think that's fine. Especially if it's weapon armor, I think it works okay. I think helmet armor is a little cheesy. Cape and armor, that's good. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. On the different side of things, got a Zorbak with a Zorbak. So you got Zorbak riding armor and then a Zorbak riding pet. I like that match. You got a whole army of. This is Zorbak, right? Wait, I'm saying, yeah, it has to be. Anyway, cool weapons to match the skulls and everything. Like a very well matched weapon set with this as well. It's a very good set. This one easily S tier as well. Very nice. Okay, our first screenshot of a monitor. If you're on any modern Windows and you hit the print screen button on your desktop, that should open the snipping tool by default, I think, and you can take a screenshot with that. Just a little heads up there. Or I use a program called Lightshot that RX recommended on Twitter like years ago, and it's really good for screenshots. Go looking for some good screenshot software as well. So this set, Jesus. Anyway, I do think the wing and the helmet go very well together, but the armor and sword absolutely do not. It looks like it's just random items you equipped in your inventory. I'm going to be honest. Like when you hit the randomize button in a character creator, that is in the D tier sadly. Next one up, the classic AQW archive. Actually a good Twitter account. They show a bunch of like older stuff from AQ Worlds. Nice to see. And they have a pretty old outfit as well. I like the pet matching the fit quite a bit. You got the pitchfork matching with the flame, sort of, and then the helmet. It's not a crazy. It's different. This is a lot different than a lot of sets you'll see. Wasn't very hard to decide that it's a B tier set, so very nice. And check out their Twitter. Hey, it's this guy. This guy has replied to, I think, every tweet I made about the first 3 parts of it, and I don't think he made it into any 3 parts, so he's in this one. Or she. Anyway, they are in this one, and this set looks pretty good. I think this might be... Helmet armor might be pre-made. The ground rune definitely isn't. Doesn't really add much to it. Cape is cool. I like the cape. It's got a good look. Staff's alright, but this is very jumbled. It's a very jumbled mess. It's not as jumbled as Gold Ravens in the first episode, which nice to see his comment about that. I read that, so thank you for not taking it too harshly. I know rating pretty low in the first one, but yeah, I could definitely. Okay, I think this set would look better if you took the ground rune off. If I'm being honest, I think with just the what's that called, Manatee. I think it's a cool look. It looks like the Manatee is like giving you a shadow almost like it doesn't really work perspective wise, but we kind of looks like that, and it's kind of a cool look, to be honest. The weapon matches pretty well, so a very low A tier on this one. Unequip the ground rune, and it would probably be a higher A tier. I am not the biggest fan of the Beta Berserker armor. People probably don't agree. They probably don't agree. It's a classic armor, I get that, but I think there's better classic armors in the game. I'm gonna be real, and neither the pet or swords match. Although I guess they match each other, but they don't match the rest of it, and that kind of matters. It's a good cape selection for it. Not my favorite helmet. Not my favorite helmet. It's a GIF, and I can't put a GIF on a tier list. So it would be a low B. I almost want to put it in C, but still all right. I bet you this guy uses a 4K monitor, which is pretty cool. I only use 1440p. So anyway, I mean, probably not so cool when you're getting like 100 less FPS in games, but anyway, it's not that bad. Expecting the worst. So you're unarmed, no cape, helmet armor. Now, if I have to rate this helmet armor as a combo, I'm going to be honest, you could do better. I don't think the color of the horns matches the armor very well. I'm going to move my camera back. You're not really giving me much to work with the rest of the set. So yeah, it's still, I mean, it's still a good looking armor. This one I'm going to throw into the low B tier. Not a lot going on with it, and I don't think what it does have matches up very well and makes, I mean, things don't have to match, right? Like I say that all the time, but if you look like something like this, right? It's a theme and it works well. Like the Mexican farmer guy, right? That one works well. It looks good. It's definitely A tier. I don't think the horns with the hair kind of matches, but I think the horns really throw it off. I think you'd have to match this with the armor if you want to pull that off, and I don't think it really works there. But it's still a good armor, so there's nothing really detracting from it, so you can't really rate it too low. I don't know. A lot of times people will do too much with their sets, like include 3 different female characters as as part of it, and it can detract. Sometimes doing less is better. Anyway, though, it's kind of funny. You're not character maxing though, because you can have more. So you have the cape and the pet slot filled with characters, but I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? Isn't there one with more? You can do more, I think. Someone tell me in the comments. I'm pretty sure you can do like 6 or like at least 4. Anyway, 4 extra characters. Your set itself, hair, armor, weapon combo, not the worst, but I don't really like this armor if I'm being completely honest. And the glowing eyes, I don't really like either, although they kind of match with your cape there. I think if you got rid of, if you tell Grave One to get lost, I think this would actually look a bit better. And the final one for this video, there will be more, so get subscribed to the channel, is going to be going into the B tier. It's not a low B. It's still a really it's a decent set, but I'm not it's doing too much, like I said, and I'm not the biggest fan of that armor either. That's all for this video. Click like. Let's see if we can get to 150 again on this video. That'd be sick. Thank you all for watching. There'll be more of these up on the channel. Do not reply to the Twitter thing. I will do a new tweet when I'm going to start a new series, and it will be themed. I got that idea from a comment, so really appreciate that comment. And also, someone left a $10 super thanks. Really appreciate that. Don't get these very often. That's very cool. Thank you, Lordy, for that. Very much appreciate. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So there will be a new Twitter thread for a different series coming up, and it will be themed. I will give you a specific theme to make a set for, and I'll rate those, and it'll be a one video one-off thing, or maybe 2. It might be a 2. It depends on how many entries it gets, but it'll be a probably shorter series than this one. So yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.